Hi guys. This week I wrote a blog piece about two things that people that are diagnosed with bipolar disorder don't want. I'm going to put a link in the description if you want to check it out. So I'm not going to go into too much detail here. However, I'm just going to explain that if you know and understand these two things, number one, it's going to help you be more supportive to your partner. But as well, if your partner realizes that you understand these two things, they're much more likely to participate in their treatment and recovery. First of all, everyone assumes that the whole purpose of treatment and recovery is to make the person normal. Now, bipolar disorder is a mental illness, and more than likely, your partner will probably struggle with its symptoms their entire lives. So a goal of being normal doesn't quite make sense. As well, in the bipolar person's mind, normal means just like everyone else. And who wants to be like everyone else? They certainly don't. So I can certainly understand why they don't want to be normal per se. But you should discuss with your partner what normal means to them. What is the normal they want to attain? So does that mean less anxiety? Does it mean more control over mood swings, a regular job, better relationships? You should discuss with them what they see as recovery. Then together you can go and talk to the doctors and let them know what recovery would look like to you. So secondly, the fear that a bipolar person has is that they do not want to be over-medicated. Now, I know it might sound silly to you, but when you're sitting in a doctor's office and they're prescribing a whole bunch of different medications to you, the fear would be there. You want to make sure that you're okay. You want to make sure that it doesn't change you. So again, you need to discuss with your partner what level of medication would you both be happy with? What are you looking for from the medication? What are you looking for in recovery? And again, together you can discuss this with the doctors so that they understand what it is as a unified team you're both looking for. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of a background story on how these two things came into play for me. My husband was hospitalized at the beginning of this year due to hypermania. Now, the funny thing is he actually went to the hospital voluntarily. However, he was very surprised they sectioned him. He thought that they would send him home, and they didn't. So he was convinced that I had talked to them and made them keep him, but I had not spoken to them. So anyways, at this point to him, our marriage was over. So he would not sign any consent forms, so I was not authorized to sit in on his appointments or know anything about the treatment plan. And I understood this. So what I did was I made an appointment with the doctors myself. I understood that they couldn't discuss anything with me, but I could relay to them what he was like at home and what I felt was going on. So the next day, he had his appointment with the doctors, and he called me and asked me to come and see him. And one of the first things that he said to me was, "Thank you." Basically, the doctors had told him that one of my greatest concerns was not to over-medicate him because he is such a gregarious person and has such an outgoing personality that I did not want that squashed by medication. He was so thankful that I had said that and that I understood that that's what he wanted too, that yay, the marriage was back on. So don't be surprised if this doesn't happen a lot to you too. In mania, there's a lot of separation and back together because of the irritability and aggression. But anyways, I just wanted to point this out so that you can see how when you're on their side and they see that you're on their side, they're much more likely to follow a treatment plan. It was definitely a lot more smooth sailing after that. So let's get you working on the same team. So you have a little bit of work to do. You and your partner need to discuss exactly what normal means to you guys so that you can promote a unified front to your doctors about what level of recovery you're looking for and what that looks like to you guys. So if you like my videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as well, if you want to follow my blog, because there's a lot of great information there, it's thebipolarmaniac.com. And I'll see you again soon.